Hey guys, so today I'm here at Camp Southern Ground. I am getting a private tour. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it and show you around. So let's go check it out. Welcome to fabulous Fayette County. Hey everyone, and welcome to fabulous Fayette County. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. As you can see, today we are taking a behind the scenes look at this amazing camp facility. But it's so much more than a camp. I honestly had no idea all that they do. Camp Southern Ground is 400 acres and it's a property in Fayette County, Georgia that services some children, the military, as well as corporate events. And I am so excited today to share their mission with all of you. So what exactly is Camp Southern Ground? The camp offers 9 one-week-long inclusive residential camp seasons serving typically developing and neurodiverse children from all races, religions, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And they're ages 7 through 17 with programs that challenge them, educate them, and inspire them. It's a place where kids can be themselves and connect with others who are different from them. It's a place where they can learn about themselves and the world around them, and where they can grow into the best versions of themselves. One misconception that many of the locals have about the camp is that it only is a camp for neurodiverse children, but that's actually not the case at all, as I learned from taking this behind the scenes tour. But the remaining 10 months of the year, Camp Southern Ground runs 3 amazing programs for veterans. Warrior Week is the first one, and that's a free week-long program for veterans to reconnect with nature, build community, and learn new skills. Warrior Path is a 90-day non-pharmacological, all peer-delivered training program that helps veterans transform their struggles into growth. And they also do a family camp. So this is more of a weekend retreat for veterans and their families to connect, relax, and have fun. Now, finally, you can rent out most aspects of Camp Southern Ground for your corporate events. The facility can accommodate groups of up to 500 people and offers a variety of amenities, including a dining hall, conference rooms, and outdoor spaces. Just some of the benefits of hosting a corporate event at Camp Southern Ground include a super unique and inspiring setting, the opportunity to give back to the community, and a chance to connect with other like-minded businesses. You also have the opportunity to create a memorable event for your employees at a space like this. So now we're going to move on to the actual tour of the ground. And our first stop on the tour was the confidence course. And there's also an archery and axe throwing area here. And yes, children ages 7 to 17 climb up this course and zip line back. And it's pretty intimidating, but looks like an amazing character building activity for children and adults alike. There's also a separate zip line area here that was much taller and longer and kind of went into the woods, and as well as an area to practice archery and axe throwing. Next up, we meandered through the woods and got to see the military tents, which really aren't in use anymore. These were originally created for some of the military programs that were running before the bunkhouse was built. People do rent them out once in a while now though. We then drove through the area with the fire pit, benches, and stage. What an incredible place for kids to gather. It was just kind of incredible. And then we got to drive through the gravel BMX bike track. And the camp now teaches several kids every year to ride a bike. It just kind of happened naturally, and it's become a yearly tradition that they teach some of the kiddos who don't know how to ride a bike. We then looped around to the expansive 50-acre organic farm that Camp Southern Ground has. They are entirely gluten-free and try to do most of their stuff farm to table. They grow their own fruits, vegetables, herbs, and flowers, and they also have livestock. This was a recurring theme at each of our stops, and I, as a homesteader trying to raise food-conscious children, really appreciated it. It's part of their mission to provide a healthy and nurturing environment for its campers and its adults. And they even have beehives. I love that. Next on our trek was the stunning dining hall. Inside, there were ceilings that are made from scrap guitar wood, like mahogany, that was salvaged by ZAC Brown from one of his friends who owns a guitar manufacturing company. All of the architecture on the property is unique, and it's meant to withstand 100 years. A lot of the buildings are wrapped in zinc, like the dining hall in the treehouse, or built from brick, like the bunkhouse. After the mess hall, we checked out the bunkhouse briefly and saw one of the rooms. They are incredible, one, because they're pretty much nicer than any hotel I've ever stayed in, and two, because of their convertibility. They can either house 4 kids, 2 sets of bunk beds come out of the wall like a Murphy bed style, or you can have in the middle 1 queen come out. And then also the wall between 2 rooms can come back so that you can make this an 8 children pod. It's just so well thought out of and incredibly intentional with each space. They also do not operate in debt, so they don't start a building until they have raised the money necessary to actually complete the project. And I really love that philosophy. Our last stop was the treehouse at Camp Southern Ground. It's a unique and impressive structure that was designed and built by Pete Nelson of Animal Planet's Treehouse Masters. The treehouse itself is magnificent. It's so well made, I can't really describe it, but the interior is just as beautiful as the outside. And I just kept thinking to myself, man, this would be an amazing place to be during a thunderstorm. The table in the middle can be lifted up and attaches to the ceiling to open up that room. It's completely wheelchair accessible, but there is no bathroom in the tree house. You would have to use a porta potty at the ground level. But overall, this space is amazing, it's unique, and yes, you can rent out this space by the day. Lastly, next to the treehouse was the labyrinth. Our guide explained that the labyrinth is a place to go to let go of something that is burdening you. They kind of related it to that idea that you write down on a note the things that are burdening you and then you burn it in a fire. It's similar to that where you're trying to let go of something. And it was designed by ZAC Brown when he was inspired by a labyrinth that he went to in, I believe it was Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. He really wanted to create a place where people could come to find peace and quiet and to connect with nature. Overall, ZAC Brown has absolutely done that, and not just here at the Labyrinth, but all over the camp. It was easy to dream about being a kid again and getting to experience camp this way. And guess what? Your kids can. The camp services neurodiverse children and military children, but they also service campers of all kinds. Anyone can apply to be a camper at Camp Southern Ground, and oftentimes families will even get a scholarship to help fund the week-long camp experience. I'm going to put a link in the description for you guys to be able to check out Camp Southern Ground's full website. You can see so much information there about where they're going and what they're doing for the community now, and maybe this might be the right place for you, your kids. So again, just thank you so much to Camp Southern Ground for showing us around and giving us this amazing tour. And I'm looking forward to potentially attending different events there in the future. So until next time, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.